Tony Gaskins here, back at you. I got a blog request from a young lady, and sometimes I write on it or do a video, but this one was too much writing for me to post because that's too much reading, and then what I had to say would be too much reading, so I figured I'd just do it on a video. You know, young lady was with a man. You know, he did everything, took her to some amazing places, cooking meals for her, you know, just showing her the works. They had been talking for a few months, which probably mean 2 months or a month and a half. Could have been 3 months. Maybe she was thinking about the 90-day rule. And then, you know, she let him hit. You know, she let him hit. After he, you know, slept with her, never called her again. Never heard from him again. Gone in the wind. Gone with the wind. You see, this happening a lot. This is happening so much. And there is only one solution. So to the lady that's watching this, I want you to ask yourself, you know, how many men have you slept with? Okay. How many men have you slept with? And then when you ask yourself, okay, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? How many of those men have put a ring on your finger and been with you for at least 5 years? At least 5 years, you know, some due diligence, gave you some time. Some of you, it may be one. Most likely, all of you, it wouldn't be more than one. But probably 90% of you is 0. So if you look and you say, okay, if I've been with 20 men, 15 men, 30 men, 40 men, and not one has put a ring on it, and I've slept with these men, now these men that you slept with, and not one has put a ring on it, or only one, even if it's one, and it's 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20, them odds are bad. And I'm talking mainly to the women that's 0, okay? 0 out of 5, 0 out of 10, 0 out of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You say 70? Yeah, there's some women out here getting it in. Getting it in. I mean, you know, 30 years old and slept with 50 men, you know, getting it in. And not even, you know, sometimes we look at a stripper and think they sleeping with men for sex. But I know strippers that is locking it down. Locking it down. Ain't sleeping with nobody. But then you got women that are network execs or professionals or entrepreneurs out here in a respectable occupation that's sleeping around like ain't no tomorrow. Look, it's one way. I was just reading about Megan Good, got married. Now when I look at Megan Good, I see a woman that has been through some things. I see a woman that has made some mistakes in the department of men, you know, but she decided I've been messing up. I've been doing it my way. Now I'm going to do it God's way. Kept her legs closed. Say I'm not having sex until marriage. Now she just landed the preacher, who he pretty much walking around like an angel, you know, on Oprah, got a book, he preaching. A lot of women probably would kill to be with that man, and Megan Good got him. See, it didn't matter what she did in her past, because it's never too late to change. But when she changed her mind and she did new things, she did something new, she got a new result. She got a partner, an eternal partner for life. So see, this is what I'm saying. If you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something that you've never done. But see, the problem is with society, see, Satan out here working so hard that we've got so far away from the way God intended relationships to be built. So he said, keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed and this man will love you. He has to love you because it's not built on lust. It's not built on sex. It's built on friendship. You may say, well, I made him wait 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. And I've talked to women that I made him wait 6 months, 9 months. He still left. Guess what? There is no safe bet when you're doing it the wrong way. If you're going to have sex before marriage, you taking a chance. Because see, a lot of men, they come in and their heart isn't even in it. And they're working for the prize. They're working for the prize, just like working for a degree, just like working for a raise. You know, it's like if you're working for a degree, once you get it, okay, you're done. You might go sit on your butt. You might be unemployed. But you did all that work for that degree because that was the prize that you wanted. So a lot of men, they'll put in 3 months. They'll put in 6 months. And that time when they get it, it's still just like a one night stand because that's what they wanted. And you have to realize that you can't take that gamble. You've taken that gamble how many other times? 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. And it has not worked. It's time to try something new. Bump what Chris Brown talking about. Bump what Trey Songz talking about. What Drake talking about. What Lil Wayne talking about. What Rihanna talking about. You know, bump what all them talking about in these songs, talking about strip and getting it in and sweating and hot and sexy. Bump all that. And see, that's a lot of the problem is we are becoming hoes. The Bible call them harlots, but the Ebonics word for it is hoe. We're becoming hoes, and you have to realize that the quickest route to your mind is through your eyes and your ears. Your TV, the reality shows, the music that you're listening to, and we are becoming programmed hoes. So we walk around here, men and women, as programmed hoes. And all we looking for is to have some sex, is to get with somebody, and how fast can we build this chemistry to have this sex. Now, right before I got that email about the lady who got left after 3 months, I had got one from a lady who said she met a man and they had amazing chemistry and she was attracted to him and they got it in that night. They got it in that night and the next night. Hey, Tony, leave that ball alone, boy. You see him working? My son, in love with the basketball already, but that's a good thing. So the lady say she got it in the night of and the next night. Never heard from him again. What you expect? He saw that as your most prized possession and he got it in one night. You think he's going to respect that? That's like going to a job on the first day and getting a benefits package, 401k, health, everything. You're not going to respect that job. You're going to come in late. You're going to miss days because you like, they don't care. They don't care. That's the same thing with you. You have to try something new. Change what you're putting in your ears. Change what you're putting in your eyes. Bump this sexually charged society and what they're talking about. That's why we having so many divorces, because people building on the wrong foundation. I preach marriage. I'm pro marriage. I stamp marriage. And people say, oh, you stamping marriage when it's 50% divorce rate? Yeah, that's because that 100% of that 50% built it on the wrong foundation. So they allow all these extra spirits in their union that they was going through hell from the day they said, from before they said I do. And they just said I do, just going through the motions for the friends and family. So guess what? Break it down to the bare, take it back to the essence of what love is. Take it back to the way the Creator intended it for it to be. Let a man court you. Court you mean pick you up, take you out to eat, pay for your food, take you home, kiss you on the cheek and say goodbye. Call you to let you know he got home, might talk to you on the phone for an hour and do the same thing over and over and over again until he has fallen in love and the next time he picks you up, he gets on one knee, he offers you a ring, you set the date and he walks you down the aisle. That's what a relationship is. But what they selling us, and we got a lot of idiots. We got a lot of idiots that, bump marriage and, you can have sex this time and that time. If you want to be a hoe, then you be a hoe. But don't be pushing that on everybody else. You see, because I made that mistake and me and my wife went through hell our first 2 years of marriage. Went through hell because we allowed these other spirits in and we didn't build it the right way. We had to take and rebuild it and almost lost it. And it worked out. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, because I almost lost mine. You see what I'm saying? I almost lost mine. So I don't want you to lose yours. So ladies, keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed. And what you're going to do, you're going to force this man. If all the women come together, all the classy women, any woman with any type of respect for herself at all, if you cannot buy into this, if you cannot believe into this, you're not the type of woman that a real man wants to marry anyways. And I'm going to tell you like that straight. And I'll tell you to your face if I could. You're not the type of woman that a real man wants to marry anyways. If you don't want marriage, then you need to shut up and sit down. now. Because what that is you have bought into the lie, and you've allowed the world to trick you into not loving yourself enough to feeling like you're worthy of a lifelong commitment. That's what that is. And that's a lie from the pit of hell. That's a lie from the pit of hell, because God is love. God is a God of love. Love deserves to be in marriage, which is a commitment until death do us part. That's what you deserve, and you have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve that. And you see right now, everything coming off my heart. Everything from my heart. I ain't reading off no notepad. I ain't reading out no book. This from the heart. Because I am sick and tired. There's no other relationship coach in the country with more clients than I have. No relationship coach with more following than I have. And I don't say that to impress you. I say it to impress upon you that I'm dealing in this every single day. And when I give these people this plan that God has given me to give them, it never fails. Now, when they take it outside of that and they do their own thing, every single 100% of them come back and say, you was right. It wasn't me that was right. It was God that was right, because he put a plan in place to make it work. And if you stick to that plan, you're going to receive. If you keep his principles, you're going to get his promises. And that's what you have to go back to. Close your legs. Put a padlock between your legs. You know I'm speaking metaphorically. And lock it down. And if all the good women, the women of class, the women that men want, the women that men seek and desire will buy into this, then you will force men to become men, real men. You will force these grown boys to grow up. These men will have no other choice but to pleasure themselves or to go hire a prostitute. And he going to go out there to the prostitute. He going to catch the herpes. He going to catch the syphilis. He going to catch the SIVs, the gonorrhea, and the chlamydia. He going to catch everything that you can catch, and he going to be ready to end it all. You hear me? Or he going to go out there and he going to catch something. Then he going to come to you and say, you know, I'm ready to be a man. And you going to say, look here, playboy. Let's go down to this here clinic. Okay? And I'm going to need you to get this test. I'm going to need you to get tested for this here. And I'm going to get tested with you. Then after you get them results, I'm going to get my magnifying glass. And I'm going to have to scroll down this here test. Anything come up positive? Deuces. Because with every choice, we have freedom of choices. We don't have freedom of consequences. Force this grown boy to become a grown man. Close your legs. Close your legs. Megan Good did it. You could do it. As beautiful as she is, she did it. I'm sure she probably wanted some. I'm sure while they was talking, he was making love to her mind, because without even trying to do it, because that's the strongest sexual organ. I'm sure she was turned on him many nights. Kept her legs closed. She got the prize. Keep your legs closed. You done it your way. You done it your way, and you keep failing. Now do it God's way. Do it God's way, your creator's way. Keep your legs closed. The grown boy mad, tell him to come see me. Tell him to come see me. I'll call him a grown boy to his face. He want to jump froggy? I'll lay him down for you. Let him know. Grown boys, sit down. Become a grown man. Find you a woman that you can fall in love with. A woman that you can fall in love with her heart and her mind, and not what's between her legs. And treat that woman like a woman and put a ring on her finger. Sex is not a priority. It's a plus. And when you have real love, sex don't even matter. Sex don't even matter. I'm a living witness. I'm telling you now. Because I used to be lost. And now I'm found. And I need to share this with you. Because I'm tired of these women getting in my email box. Getting on my phone. Even when they pay me. Because for me, coaching ain't about the money. It's about the passion and the purpose. Doing what God has called me to do. So even when I'm getting paid $250, $350 an hour, I'm sick and tired. I turn the money down if a woman or a man don't want to listen and keep want to do it their way and keep failing when I'm trying to give them the blueprint from the creator. I turn the money down, and I'm getting sick and tired of saying the same thing over. Look here, you slept with the last man, he left you. You slept with the next man, he left you. You slept with the 10 men before that, they left you. Keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed. Bump the music, bump the media, bump your best friend, bump the bitter women and the bitter grown boys. Close your legs and you're going to see results. Now, guess what now? You can't just close your legs and expect Prince Charming to walk down that aisle with you. What you got to do is you got to close your legs. Then you got to open your mind. You got to open your mind, and then you have to change your body. Lose them 10 pounds you need to lose. 20, 30, 40, 50. How many of you need to lose? Lose that weight. Get your body right. See, what you want to do, you want to become this ideal, this woman that the man for you is desiring. And you know where you need to be because you ain't never put no food in your mouth on accident. So change, have a lifestyle change. Change your life. The women that my wife coach, they losing 10 pounds a week. They losing 30 pounds in a month and they keeping it off. The workout she giving them is through Skype or iChat, and they doing the workouts in their house, and they're eating differently, and they're changing their body. They're changing their mind. They're getting wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're getting a new body. You hear what I'm saying? And then they're attracting men, and then they're saying, you ain't getting nothing unless you fall in love with me and walk me down the aisle. And they're having success. Because guess what? A man deep down wants to be a man. But a lot of times he needs a good woman to help him get to that point in his life. I did. And my wife helped me get there. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today. Because of her help and God's help. So I'm telling you, it starts with you. Stop expecting the man to do this. The lady said in the email, you know, I really wish, this is going to be the longest video in the world, but this right here is school. So sit down, pause it, go get you some popcorn and some water and come back. The woman said in the email, she said, I wish he would have just told me he wasn't into me and just left me instead of sleeping with me. You think a grown boy gonna do that? A man will take what you give him. That don't mean that's what he needs. It don't mean that that's what he really is looking for in his life. But he will take it if you're going to give it. He's not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. He's not going to give you the benefit of the doubt in this wicked, cruel, cold world. If you want to open your legs, he's going to lay you on your back and he's going to take your prized possession and he's going to leave. You hear me? He's not going to say, well, you know what? You've been a nice person. You know, you've been so good to me. You've spent so much time to me. I'm really not into you. So I'm not going to sleep with you. And I'm going to allow you to go on your way and find your Prince Charming. No, he's going to lay you down, have sex with you, and leave. You got to understand that. Do not expect anything from a man. You get what you demand. You don't get what you're worth. You get what you negotiate. You get what you demand from that man. He going to treat you the way you treat yourself. If you feel unworthy of a ring, you're not going to get a ring. If you feel unworthy of celibacy, he's not going to allow you to be celibate. When you change, he has to change. And if he is unwilling to change, then he got to get to stepping. So you make this chunk step up in your life or step out of your life. That's what you do. Now, this is the revelation. It's the revelation that was given to me by the man that created me, the spirit, the God that created me, excuse me. And this is what I'm giving to you. It's time to go back to the blueprint. People out here hollering, they born this way, they born that way, they want it this way, they want it that way, and they programming us through this TV with these friends with benefits on the reality shows, talking about a wife, and then friends with benefits, through this music, all these raunchy songs on the radio, and they programming us, and we suffering. We suffering because of it. Because we subconsciously, your subconscious mind cannot decipher between fact or fiction, true or false. Whatever it hears, it accepts, and it begins to move towards it as if it's true. Now that's science. That's science. That's not opinion. And that's what is happening in your life. So you craving this sex and don't even know why. You got to lift them glutes. You got to add a little substance to them thighs. You're going to have to do a few more workouts. You got to get your package right. Your mind already right. Now get your body right. Your brand is right. And then your man is coming. Your body, your brain, and your brand. The 3 B's. That's Tony Gaskins. And I told you that. Get them right. Your body, your brand, and your brain. And then your man coming. He's coming. You keep your legs closed, he gonna love you. And I talk to several men, and they all say, guess what? They say, T, if I meet a woman and she's everything that I want in a woman, I'm going to marry that woman. I will wait on her. I will wait on her. I done heard the biggest player said it. I will wait on her. I waited on my wife. As long as she made me wait, I waited on her. Now, you can't say, oh, because they had slipped and had sex before marriage and it worked for them, it's going to work for me. Everybody, grace ain't yours. And the hell that you allow into your relationship when you have sex before marriage, you don't want that. Build on a firm foundation. Build on love and not lust. Ladies, I'm going to close out because I could preach on this all day long. Passionate about it. But I'm here to tell you, from an ex-player or ex-womanizer, you will get all you want out of a man. You will get his heart. You will get his mind. And you will walk down the aisle and get a ring if you keep your legs closed. You position yourself, you prepare yourself, you get yourself ready. Your brain, your body, and your brand. You get it down to the T. Hire a life coach, hire a lifestyle coach. You get it together. You work on you, and everything else will fall in place. Everything else will fall in place. Bump these grown boys. Bump these grown boys. These boys out here soft as cotton candy. These boys out here grown boy, they punks. They being demasculinized by the music and the media. They walk around here a lot of chumps, and they need real women to stand up and to stand their ground. Stop laying on your back and opening your legs. Stand up. Make this man look you in your eyes. Make this man give you a commitment and walk you down somebody's aisle. And say your vows until death do us part. It's time for a change. This ain't for everybody, but for the ones that it is for, because everybody can't go. Everything ain't for everybody, so everybody won't understand. I ain't trying to reach everybody. Jesus Christ couldn't reach everybody. I know I can't reach everybody. But for the ones that this for, and the ones of you that's been battling with this, that's been dealing with this, that's been struggling with this, that's been torn, because music and media telling you one thing and your spirit telling you another. It's time to listen to your inner man, to your spirit man. That's what it's time to listen to and get it right. So I'm praying for you. I'm here for you. I can't coach everybody. So that's why I do these videos, just in case you can't reach me or in case I don't have room on my roster for you that month. But I'm doing everything I can. I got to, because God has been good to me and he saved me. I got to give back. So I'm praying for you. I'm wishing the best for you. Be careful who you listening to out here, because not everybody wants the best for you. God bless you. Tony Gaskin.